Imagine waking up one morning, heading to work as usual, and suddenly, your life is turned upside down. Police surround your home. Guns drawn. Sirens blaring. You're confused. You have no idea what's going on. Before you know it, you're being arrested for a crime you didn't commit. That's exactly what happened to Marcus Carter, a hardworking father of two who spent 18 years in prison for a murder he had nothing to do with. But what happened next? A shocking twist that changed everything. Marcus had always been a family man, known in his community as a kind and hardworking individual. One night, he was at home watching TV with his kids when a brutal crime took place across town. A store owner was shot and killed during a robbery. The only problem? The police didn't care about facts. They needed a suspect, and Marcus happened to fit the description. A shaky eyewitness, who later admitted to being pressured by the police, identified Marcus as the shooter. The so-called evidence was circumstantial at best, a hoodie similar to his and a grainy surveillance image that could have been anyone. But the detectives weren't interested in truth. They wanted a conviction. And Marcus? He was their perfect scapegoat. Despite having an airtight alibi, multiple witnesses who could confirm he was at home, the prosecution painted Marcus as a cold-blooded killer. His court-appointed lawyer barely fought for him. Key evidence that could have cleared his name? Mysteriously lost before trial. The jury deliberated for just a few hours before delivering their verdict. Guilty. Life in prison. Marcus was in shock. His family wept in disbelief. How could an innocent man be sent away so easily? But in the eyes of the law, the case was closed. Justice had failed him. And for nearly 2 decades, Marcus sat behind bars, watching his children grow up through prison glass. For years, Marcus wrote letters, pleading for anyone to listen. Most went unanswered. Until one day, a young investigative journalist named Olivia Monroe stumbled upon his case. Something didn't add up. The evidence was weak. The eyewitness later recanted. And then she found something shocking. Buried in old case files was a never-before-seen security tape from a gas station near the crime scene. It had never been submitted in court. When Olivia watched it, she gasped. The footage showed the real killer, someone completely different from Marcus. The timestamp proved Marcus could not have committed the crime. Olivia rushed to the Innocence Project, a legal organization specializing in wrongful convictions. With their help, the evidence was presented to a judge. But here's where things get even crazier. The prosecution fought to keep Marcus behind bars, even with clear proof of his innocence.
Why?
Because admitting Marcus was innocent would mean exposing a massive cover-up. The lead detective on his case had a long history of coercing witnesses and fabricating evidence. If Marcus was freed, the department's dirty secrets would come to light. So, they did everything in their power to block his release. But this time, they underestimated the power of the public. Olivia published Marcus's story, and within days, it went viral. #FreeMarcusCarter flooded social media. Celebrities, activists, and thousands of ordinary people demanded justice. Under immense pressure, the courts had no choice but to act. 18 years after being wrongfully convicted, Marcus walked out of prison a free man. The courtroom erupted in cheers as he hugged his now-grown children for the first time in freedom. Tears streamed down his face. But the battle wasn't over. The corrupt detective? He mysteriously retired and disappeared before he could face charges. Some say he fled the country. Others believe he's hiding under a new identity. The city quietly settled with Marcus, awarding him a multi-million-dollar payout, but no amount of money could give him back the years he lost. Marcus Carter's story is not just a tragedy, it's a warning. How many more innocent people are sitting in prison right now? How many wrongful convictions are covered up just to protect reputations and careers? If it weren't for one determined journalist, the truth might have never come out. And that detective? He's still out there. The real question is, how many others did he frame? Stay alert. Stay informed. Because if it could happen to Marcus, it could happen to anyone. Subscribe for more. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more eye-opening stories like this. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching. Justice matters. No justice, no peace.